Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Cam Wallace. I am the Wall Ace. Good morning and welcome to the House of God's Grace today. Today is January the 11th of 2019, the year of our Lord and Savior. I am going to teach you guys a very simple workout that I came up with. And I was looking at this today, and I want to show you guys something. I decided to start today with today's date, okay? I did the date and I added it up. I equaled it out to an alternate sum total. After I did that, I converted it every way that I can convert it as far as mirror, flip, pair, +1, and -1. And I got a set of numbers that were pairs. I began to talk to God about the things that He's been teaching me about these particular numbers. I know for sure that these numbers are our ancestors as well as us, the living. When the Bible talks about let the dead bury the dead, what it does is it talks to me. I always thought it meant that you remember when we used to watch the TV show Good Times back in the day, and they had that lady named Wanda. Well, Wanda went to everybody's funeral, and Wanda cried like she knew everybody, but she didn't. So Wanda kind of affected my life in a way. I would always say, let the dead bury the dead. Well, when my grandmother posted the picture of the white Jesus in her house, and I told my grandmother I didn't think that that's what God looked like. She told me that it was God and that I was being sassy and I was going to be in trouble for it. So let me show you something. Yesterday when I did the workout, I ended up giving the number out, and it was based on my son. Well, this morning it is based on my Auntie Linda. So I wrote up here, I was like Auntie, and I wrote her numbers, and it's all about my auntie today. So my auntie was born in April on the 5th of 1956. Okay, let me show you guys how I came up with the numbers that could possibly be for today. Once I converted these to every which way, remember I always tell you guys to start here. You start with last night's number in Georgia is where I started because I live in the state of Georgia. So I took the 436 that fell in Georgia, okay? I made my house of God that I always make every day, which I will not show you how I do this, okay? Then I made God's keys, and then I made some more keys for today, okay? And I did a different set, and I came up with Georgia needs to have a 4 to show, and it needs to be a 0-4 coming with it, and it needs to be a 4-8 coming with it. It also could be a 4-4 because you always double up your top digit. So you would always double that and make that as 44, okay? Make that as 44 up here. Make that as 33 and make that as 66. Always double up your top number, okay? So now what we do is we go here. We go to the house of God. This is the house of God for today, today's date, okay? When I say that, what I mean is we have a key digit. Our key digit today is 0, 0, 0, and 0. Yesterday, when I took notes and I went back to my fifth grade geometry. And what I did with my fifth grade geometry was I found that linear is always going to be tied to the number 2. Number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2. On yesterday, I told you guys that before I went to sleep, God spoke to me and He said, Cam, you died for 25 minutes. 25 minutes, and you're now 50 years old, okay? So that right there is 7, that right there is 7, and that right there would be 5. I know soon if I look at the numbers over here, and I say, okay, God, 7, 7, 5. There's a 7, there's a 7, but the 5 is all the way over here. Okay, let me show you something. If I had have known this a couple of days ago, I would have hit that 1, 5, 2, 8. 1, 5, 2, 8. 1, 5, 2, 8. It was hitting right on my numbers if God had spoke that to me earlier. Yet, God is no respecter of persons. So he said, well, Cam, you didn't know this at that particular time, but you know it today. So everything is always done in decency and order. So let's do this. Let's say, okay, if we know last night and yesterday, we had 4, it began the day, we had 4, 5, 7. It did not connect. So what I did yesterday was I said, okay, my dot is here. I'm going to come across here and I'm going to come straight across. And I said that was a line that had 3 points. So it had a polar, it had a triangular, I don't know how to say this word, guys, please forgive me, triangular plantar, and means it had 3. So I found the 3 and I said, okay, this will be the point right here where these numbers will collide and make an intersection, because it was not a linear line, okay? So I said, let me draw a circle, which is a diameter here, because this will be the point of intersection. Yesterday, if I am correct, Georgia had 7, see the 7s? 1, 2 to come, right around where I drew the circle, and it also had 4, 3, 6 to come at night from the 2s, from the linear that it did not come on this side. So for today, we have the similar puzzle from yesterday, okay? We also have the Cash 3 House of God for today that I've done for you. And we have the starting point for Cash 3. So let's take a look at the Cash 3 and what we're doing. Here is a list of all the Cash 3 numbers in Georgia since last Saturday night. We started with Sunday morning, okay? Notice here, I highlighted for you all. Let me put my top on my pen. I don't want my pen to dry out before I'm ready. Notice for you all, I highlighted today's date. It is number 11. Okay? Once you find today's date, you look at the Cash 3 puzzle and you see what I've highlighted. I've highlighted the 8 all over, okay? Now I've highlighted and made bold the 8s here for you. See all the 8s? Because history is known to repeat itself, guys. We got to remember what we were taught in school. These people think that we're dumb. We're not dumb, because everybody who has a degree, agree with me if you must. If you do not agree with me, don't agree with me. But I believe that everybody who has a degree that they've paid for from any college has not really used their degree to the fullest of their ability. I know that they haven't, because most of the people ended up going with the things that they love, that makes them happy, that makes them feel like they're not working on a job. So while I was talking and saying all that, I was looking at this 741 coming all the way down. I was looking at this 870 coming all the way up. I was looking at 418 as well with these 8s bold. We know that once they're bold, they can return. I love 1487 coming somewhere in the lottery states. I love 0411 coming somewhere in all the lottery states. Let's look up here for that 8028. That's going to be for my girl Josette, 8028. That's for you, baby girl. All right, I got some people who love to do natural things with the eclipse up here at the top. Remember last year the eclipse was 8127. 8127 all up in the house. Look up in there. Come on, Cam, let's show them what you see in your house. All right, we got a number up here in the top of the house. That's going to belong to... They want me to say my baby daddy birthday, but I ain't saying my baby daddy birthday, because it ain't never about my baby daddy. It's always about me and my baby. So I'm going to say 0127. 0127, bring it all the way home for me. 0127, walk it down. All right, we back to the 4. So I like that 0127, because it ain't never about your baby daddy. It's always about the baby and the mama. And the mama is very wise, so give me that wise up in the house. Here's that wise right there. The wise is right there. The wise is in the top of God's keys for the house for today. The wise ain't gonna never go away. And you gotta be a woman who is wise. See that? Don't let the circumstances, the situation, and the surroundings of the distractions that came into your life make you take the distractions and make the distractions in what you should have them to be. And that's going to be about you and your child. So yeah, the distractions will fall, but that don't mean you have to always benefit from them and stay in them. I don't be about that. Let me show you the cross for today. The head cross for today is saying to me, this is my God house for today, okay? This is my Redeemer's cross. What is it saying to me? I started dating one of my ex, and he would always say this word to me. He would say, or he would say, yes, dear. So when I looked at this cross, that's the first thing that I saw was like, yes, dear. I was like, okay, God, since God is our husband, okay, we know that since God is our husband, here's the deal. Somewhere in Georgia, she could have this number to repeat, maybe with an 8, and that'll be my girl Emerald's number. Emerald, let me show you your number, baby. Look right there. So your number is in the hand and everything. The 7s are complete, baby. Get your money, girl. Emerald Lewis, get your money, baby. Look at that. Get your paper, girl. It's in my house. And it's deep in there, too. It's coming somewhere in the lottery states today. You 5 dime players and Emerald Lewis, baby. That one was for you. Let me show you when God says, yes, dear. Yes, dear is 715. Let me show y'all something. I just said 7s were complete. Okay, 7s are complete. 15 is over here complete. Yes, dear. These are the numbers for yes, dear. So the numbers somewhere, somebody's state gonna be this right here, and somebody gonna get this in their state. Yes, dear. Let's see, is it coming in Georgia from the Cash 3? Take a look at it. I already gave you this, the 7 and the 1. Okay, let's go back to the house and let's see what the 7 and the 1 connected to. The 7 and the 1 connected to the 4, the 6, the 5, and the 2. So now let's see what it's talking about. I already gave you that. I already gave you this one. Bring it back up into the house. It's just not connecting with the 0. So take the 0 out and change it to the 5. Change the 0 to the 5. Walk it down. What you got next? Yep, 1487, just like I called out. 1487, it's up in the house. Look at that, next to Emerald's number. That's my grandmother's address from when I was a small child, 1487 Tud Avenue. That's Chuck Williams' address, so that's for you and Chucky. That's for my cousin Isha. That's for Tanya Walton, John Boy Walton. That's y'all family's number right there, 1487. Y'all was on the street behind us, but we was 1487 Tud Avenue. So y'all grab that paper right there, because it's right there in the Cash 3 house for Georgia. It could come in Georgia today, Georgia. All right, what you got down here, Georgia? I called out this 807. I called out this 807 coming around. Yes, dear. 807, what we're going to put with 807-2. We've been waiting on that for Georgia. 807-6, bam. 807-4, 807-9, 807-3. Y'all get that paper. It's coming somewhere. 807-8, 807-4, 807-5. Y'all play that number and get y'all paper. That could be right here. No. Yeah, no. How is it? I can't see it. Wait a minute, hold on. 807, 807-4. 807-4 is the most prevalent one. Ooh, I like that one. 7651 too. That one looks really good. Coming all the way down to the base. Y'all better get that paper. Get that paper, get that paper, get that paper. Don't forget to play yes, dear. Play dear in both ways. Yes, dear, and yes, dear. Put it together and put the shit on the Georgia 5 and just smack the hell out of it. Make sure y'all put it in the right order. All right? Look over here. I see my name over here. I see myself over here. I see the equations where I put the checks. I put different pairs. I brought them together, and that gives you 1962 somewhere. That gives you 0611 somewhere, and 1925. Come down here at the bottom, you see these triple fives somewhere. Not necessarily saying in that order. It could be triple fives based on 599. It could be 559. It could be 655. It could be 655. 665. It could be 551. It could be 655. 515. I'm sorry. Or the 2. Or it could come in any other way. It could connect in that order. Just make sure you pay attention to the points that I've given you. I've let you know that this is a linear number. It is connected to the 2s. It will not have a line to intersect, so the number will come from here. And it will touch both keys. And here again are your keys. Take a screenshot. It gets done faster. Take a screenshot. It works faster. I am wise. All right. All right. Y'all get that paper. I'm giving y'all a lot of clues to what to do for today. All right. Remember geometry. Geometry will help you out a lot. Remember, I died for 25. I'm now 50. We're not going backwards in life. But if I subtract, that's 3. That's 3. And that's still going to be what, 5? 3, 3, 5. So I ain't subtracting from my life. I'm going ahead. I'm keep walking forward. Okay? Until I have to break these down into making some more other stuff. I'm going to keep walking forward in my life. So with that said, guys, this is Cam Wallace. I am the Wall Ace. I am the inventor of the HOG. The HOG means the House of God's Grace. This is the wall for you today. There's a wall here. I use the date for that. There's a wall here. I use the key number for today for that. There's a wall here. I use the lottery and the cash 3 from Georgia for that. Okay, here's grace that is due for cash 3, cash 4, and Georgia 5. The grace number for today is 529. Keep 529 in for the next 8 days as the grace number. It will come in these games. Today, cash 3 for Georgia. This is your house of God for today. Your key number is 8 for today. I've highlighted it for you all. Your winning number will touch those 8s. Remember that. Same thing for this house of God's grace for today. In all states is for you. Your last number for Georgia was here. It is a linear number. There will not be an intersection. It can go from here to here and here to here, but it will not crisscross over this number. But it will use this number, or it can use that number to make a new intersection. Good luck to you all, and remember, God's house keys are the only way that you can win in life. If you got to have the key and you got to know God. So start here for Georgia, and these are your lucky pairs for today. You will hit 1. These are your overdue. And notice I put those in brackets because they will fall in somebody's state today. And for Georgia's cash 4, you start here with 3014. Good luck to you guys, and I wish you all the best. And God bless you and your family. Please, 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 please subscribe to my channel. I promise you, you will be glad that you did. And if you want to know how I do what I do, go to Patreon. Type in Cam Wallace at Patreon. Pay your $25 and I'll begin teaching you everything about the magic of life.